Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Right now it should be 3 or 4 o'clock where you're at, and this is reading 7 o'clock. So it's 7 o'clock here, and they go by your time. So they haven't updated this since right after I made my video last night. So the levels are still relatively the same. I think it was at 894.19 when I made my video last night. And I do believe this is midnight right here. This little line, if you can see where the 29th starts. I believe they haven't updated that either. They haven't updated this, but it's at 12,000. Now that's up from that's one of the higher numbers. Let's see, it's a 24-hour chart. Let me refresh it, see if anything happens. Alright, it's still reading exactly the same. So at midnight it was letting out around 12. It had about 12,000 coming into it. Now on here, this is what I find odd and aggravating. They put up the data for the 28th. You see that bottom line? That's the 28th. Now, although their levels don't exactly match up with what was happening on the 27th, this is the complete list of inflows, outflows, natural, full flows, rain, storage, reservoir change, the whole 9 yards. And it's not uncommon for them to have gaps in it, but they are leaving out. Here's a number that I didn't know they posted. I didn't know what that number was at first. Now I do. When I told y'all had 98,000 acre foot left before it was full, there's the number. That's the number they're adding up. At 538, that I don't know why it would change, but I believe that's how much it can hold in all, or that's the alert stage form or something. I don't know, but it's adding up to what I've been saying. The day I said y'all had 108,000 acre foot left, it says 108,000. The day I said y'all had 98,000 acre foot yesterday, it says 98,000, but they left that date off. That's what's frustrating to me. I can't tell you for sure, but I can tell you that when it was 6,000 and 11,000, it added 10,000 to it. It's 6,000, 10,800. So it's almost roughly the same amount more coming in than going out. So where that 10,059 is, you can easily add 9,000 and make that 3,448,000, which would drop that down to 89,000 acre foot. Where this is missing, that should say around 89,000 acre foot. And this right here should be around 9 to 10,000 in the up. It should go up 9 to 10,000, and this should be 3,448,000 where this one's missing. Now this, yesterday we know that it wasn't 893.76, but this is what this chart reads. And just so you see, it's the same site that reports all the other information. I use Carolina.gov on almost all of them. I believe that my chart here for the levels I don't know if maybe that's what's making the difference, but the one for my levels is lakes on Oroville.lakesonline.com is what brings me to this one. Now, what I found out about it, of course, is they left out the number of acre foot you got left. They left out the number of acre foot that it changed. They left out how many acre foot it's got in it right now. But they did add these totals here of 6,000, which looks right. This is what they're letting out. They're letting out close to 7,000 and 5,000, which I don't know if that's the proper average, because they're doing 7,000 and 5,000, but that sounds about right to me. But this right here, this don't really look right to me, because it's saying an average of 10,000, and it did drop down below 8,000, but it went above. It's at 12,000 now. So I would think that it would have went up more than that. But that's my main concern, is they're leaving out how many acre foot it's actually got left to hold. And I know what one of these lines is I didn't know, because when they post this data up, I'll be able to tell you how many acre foot it's got left. Or when they post these numbers up, I can add, I'll be able to tell you what that number is. But until then, it seems like they're leaving some of the data out, and it's not very uncommon for that list of data. Now I'm hoping I'm gonna look at this again. It's almost 7 o'clock where I'm at. I'm gonna look at this again at 8 o'clock. Hopefully they will update it. I just refreshed it, and they're not updating it. But this 894, like I said, this is at 7. You can see it. It's at 7 p.m. your time. I'm sorry if I had it zoomed in where you couldn't see anything, but for right now, I can't report a lot of the change, except for that they're leaving out information. That's about all I can tell you. I suspect that 10,000 inflow for yesterday, 10,800, that looks a little low to me. Let's see. Right here is 11,000. Right here is 12,000. It did dip down, but I mean, this is a 24-hour chart. It's the 27th to 28th. Okay, here's the 10,000 line. I see more above the 10,000 line than I see below it, and for longer periods. Like this 10,500 right here. I mean, you got 13,000, 12,000, 12,500, 11,000. That 10,800 looks a little low to me. But like I said, I'm gonna check back in with you in about an hour or two. These charts should change, and I should be able to give you a more accurate level on that. Now, let me see what they're reporting. This was last night, and I believe it said 0.54 last night and change, and it's saying 0.56. So it is definitely all the data is not updated much at all, except for putting yesterday's totals on the page I showed you, and they left out the important ones. But I'll get back with you in about an hour or two, and we'll see if they don't update these charts and put some of that information back in. Y'all just hold it down. I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a great day. God bless.